Firstly, I want to select or launch Stairs tool. Then in the continuation, I want to talk about the option bar. Here, as you can see, first one, we got the location line that we talked about it in roles, as you remember. But here we got different options, but the main structure is the same here. We got 5 options: exterior, support left, run center, run right, exterior support right, as you can see. Anyway, in type selector from symbol stair, I draw this, and then these are the stringers that I'm selecting them, as you can see that these are considered as supports in location line. In fact, when we set the location line to the support of right or left, you're talking about these, and here we got the center line, right support, and also the left support, exterior or interior. Let me select it again. If I select exterior support left, watch this. Here we got the exterior part of the left support. As you can see, it is crystal clear, but if I select left, we'll have the interior side of the left support, as you can see by this way. If I set it to center, watch this, we got the center of the run, and if we select right, still we got the interior side of the right support and right support, then we got the right stringer. So these are the 5 options that we use them based on our needs. The next one is offset. If we want to consider an offset according to where we are clicking or dragging, for example 200 millimeters offset, watch this, then we can press down a space to flip the direction of offset, or we can define a minus or a negative value. Actually, watch this, you can press down a space to flip the direction, like specify 0 for it, like this way. And in the next option we got actual run wide. In fact, we specify the actual run wide, for instance 1500s or 1000. This is the actual wide. And automatic landing, as I mentioned, when we release the click or the bottom, the landing will be created automatically. For instance, exterior support, and we add the offset. Watch this. After defining the offset, as you can see, the landing is being created automatically. I can select the sisters, and we can use these grips or shape handles. We can click and drag them, deform them, increasing the width, I don't know, changing the landing. Watch this, I can move it, so we can control and revise these stairs after finishing using ship handles. But before finishing the stairs, we can click on finish, flip to changing the direction. But if I click on finish to save the changes, here we got those options in the elevation, section, and plan view, not in 3D views. I mean, we can flip it in the plan view, section views, and in the elevations. You can click on this arrow to stairs, flip the directions. Watch this, again I try, flip, but don't forget that you can't flip them in the 3D view. Again I open the sketch mode, and note that here we got all of these stairs separately. We can edit them separately. And also we can select the stringers separately before finishing it. Check it out. We can select it independent to others and edit them, modify them, I don't know, whatever. Or we can even delete them. Check this out. Deleting the supports and clicking on finish to save the changes. So by this way we can use the option bar for adding stairs. If I uncheck automatic landing, then landing won't be created automatically. We delete these stairs again. I select stairs. Here we got some options with work plane that I mentioned. We can use work planes for drawing these stairs, but why do we have work planes? Since, as you can see, we got work planes here as well, but here there is a point that you have to put it into consideration. But what is that? If you select or launch work plane before starting the command of stairs, for example, I draw these reference planes, for instance, like this way, 1200 for the landing and 3 meters for the length of the stairs, for instance. Then I pick the stairs, then I can draw it, watch this, without any problem. But the point here is that if I draw these stairs, these reference planes are still or do still exist, since they are independent to the stairs. But if I select these stairs and then selecting the reference planes, which are now dependent to the stairs, they will be created or drawn in the sketch mode or in the sketching mode of these stairs. Watch this, I'm going to show the differences. Then I draw them. Watch this, if I click on finish, as you can see, the references are hidden. They only exist in the sketching mode, not in the plan. By this way, we can prevent the references to be visible in the views. In other words, we use the reference plane specifically only for the stairs, and the scene is not crowded anymore. But if we draw this reference independent to these stairs, watch this, we got them visible, but others are dedicated to these stairs.